listening to the High Noon Podcast with your host, Mason Smith.
All right, yeehaw, motherfucker. Welcome to another episode of High Noon. Got me and Nicholas and first-time guest Brian Simpson.
What's happening?
Welcome.
Thanks for coming, man. Really appreciate it.
How are you
Thanks
today?
for taking the time.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no complaints.
Also, just waking up, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been up
Fuck
since
yeah.
9, but
Oh, did you already go to the hospital today?
no, I'm going to go after this. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's good? How are you?
Same old shit.
Different day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting started.
Just getting started?
you got, what do you got going on for the rest of your day?
Same
Besides-
shit. Meetings, podcasts, shows tonight.
Hell yeah.
Very
Are
cool.
you,
Pick somebody from the airport.
Are you up to date on this phenomenon that's been going on with Hawk Tua and Buffet Girl?
What?
Do you know about the Hawk Tua girl?
I know who that is.
So there's a new one, the Buffet Girl.
Buffet Bay.
Buffet Bay, that our buddy Philip did a Man on the Street.
Guys, we gotta stop this.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Stop making people famous for nothing.
It's insane. Can we show him that
It
one?
destroys their lives. Who's Buffet Girl?
Buffet
So-
Bay. So, it's just Philip, our good friend Philip Garcia has
Was she talking about eating ass instead of...
No, it's actually a very innocent
nice.
one.
It's like, dude, I believe, in my opinion, I believe Buffet Bay is hotter than Hawk Tua, and she's eating food, and Philip asked her what she would do with the lot if she won the lottery, and it's incredibly wholesome, very fun, yeah.
She's
right here.
she's super cute. She's shit faced though too.
That's what makes it even funnier, because she's just eating and she's shit faced. I don't have any sound. Oh.
Stop! Open a buffet.
What?
Open a buffet.
Open up a you got your hands are so gross.
Buffet.
They didn't give you any napkins?
All you can eat Chinese food.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Yeah, so that
Yes.
girl, that got 40 million views.
It's going off right now. It's still in the process of going off.
Okay.
But we were having a little debate, like which one do you think which one you'd be more successful for doing what?
I think they're gonna end up doing fucking comedy and selling out clubs.
So are they like a duo now?
No, that's what I was predicting. I was like, what? How crazy would it be if they got together?
It's probably
'Cause-
gonna happen, I would assume, because the Hawk Tua girl's doing podcasts now.
Yeah, she was on like
Like, she
Barstool
was on- yeah.
Sports, and she's got like signing deals for reality shows and
But
shit
it's
now.
like you said, it is insane that people are getting famous for shit like
Well,
that.
look, it doesn't bother me that people getting famous for shit, but it's like it's not all good, you know, like because whatever you get famous for, you gotta keep doing that.
Yeah.
So you got to keep getting drunk and
You know what I mean?
getting interviewed on Man on the
Yeah,
Street.
unless you already have. I mean, I'm not getting me wrong. I mean, maybe some people could get lucky, and they have some hidden talent where people want to, you know, or they very good at expressing their opinions or whatever. But it's like, so Hawk Tua girl's going to start a podcast.
That's what I think so. And for she's like doing, like she keeps saying she's doing a tour, but I don't know what she's doing.
Right.
It's like, what
I
tour
don't-
of what?
She probably don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's videos around going on the internet, her walking with like with Rogan style security, like big hood dudes around her. It's like she's not that recognizable, but like also like she is a
who
pretty
knows?
young lady. You got to be a little safe, but like
I'm
walking
like,
around
hey,
with like
listen,
four
get-
giant
get-
security guards.
Get your bag while it's but that
For sure.
It's that struggle to stay famous that's gonna fuck your life up.
Yeah, especially you're 21. She was working at a spring store, like they
A
make
spring
a
factory.
spring factory, like they make springs.
Okay.
What else would a spring factory be?
Oh
Dumbass?
well, because I was like, they might have made like Summertime or something, you know?
Right.
Okay.
So she was making springs.
Yeah, she did. She just had a regular factory job, and then was shit faced in Nashville, and did that Hawk Tua thing, and now she's on tour. She has a manager, and it's like, what are you managing?
Yeah. I mean, people, as long as it's hot, people gonna want it. I ain't mad at her at all.
I'm
No,
not mad
no.
at it. I just think I'm more mad at the fact that people are like, this is awesome.
It is awesome. It's fucking hilarious. So like, what she said was funny. She did a great service for the blowjob industry for people.
I don't think that's an industry.
Well, you're right, not industry,
Also,
but the culture.
She didn't invent spitting on a cock.
She
That's
definitely
been-
did.
She didn't invent it, but she's bringing it
That's
to the
been
forefront.
around for a while.
But she's bringing it to the forefront. You know,
You know
it's
what
like,
but you know what she did do is she did, because when that video first went out, I was shocked at how many women were in the comments like, you don't have to spit on it. You know,
Yeah.
they didn't realize like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
so what she did was she brought that to the forefront where it's like, no, do that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
now that
Yeah.
is a good
Yeah,
thing.
give it a shot. Maybe not so much hawk,
Yeah.
but the two are for sure.
Yeah, right.
And then, so she brought that to the forefront, but it's like she ain't out there giving fellatio classes.
Yeah,
that's
right.
What if that's her tour?
Hey, yeah, she could
That's
do
really what
sex seminars.
That's the money. That's what the money.
Yeah.
So I don't know I don't know because also I mean obviously OnlyFans or something.
She's got to at least show her skills. She can talk about. She can talk. She's got to walk the walk at some point. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine if she working in the spring factory in Tennessee, she probably could suck some dick.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's probably
Like
true.
you don't, because that's. She living in the trenches, in the the white girl trenches.
Yeah.
Right.
She working in a factory.
Yeah. See, that was my first thought. I was like, oh, well, so she was kind of broke and like was just like working at a regular
There's definitely
dead-end
videos
job.
on the internet. Probably.
I mean, she definitely don't work at that factory though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no, definitely not.
No, and then she said that. So in that interview, she was like, "Yeah, I'm not a school teacher. My dad didn't disown me. None of that was
He's
true.
not a preacher, you
Yeah,
know?
he's not a preacher.
Who said that?
That was what the internet was saying. That she was
the
like,
narrative, like when it first dropped, people
Yeah.
were like saying all this
Well,
stuff.
bro, when are we going to listen? See, I talk about this in my special. It's like, you have to stop listening to the people that talk first. They always just making up bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time, the same. Remember when COVID happened and people was like, oh, it's the antennas. And
yeah,
That's right. They were
Yeah.
talking
Oh, the
about
5G
the
stuff.
yeah, well, the other day when Trump got shot at, and right away, everybody that started talking first is just full of shit.
Yeah.
I heard. Where you hear that from?
Yeah.
You heard
The
that
first thing you
straight from
saw
the
was
Oh,
FBI?
I heard it from Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
You heard don't assume
It was on the top.
When something first happened, just wait.
Yeah.
The people that start talking right away, they always full of shit. Yeah.
We have a group chat at work at the mothership, like within our 7 shifts, and like within the first 2 hours of it, there was pictures of like who the shooter was. It looked just like Fuzzy Kilji, like identical to Fuzzy. Like Zach Moore, the security guard, was sitting around. He's like, "Fuzzy, where were you 2 hours ago?" You know. But then it comes out, they show the guy
Okay.
that they got, and it's a completely different
Right.
person.
Because people
you know?
just literally, bro,
Yeah.
there's people out there that they just get off on just making up bullshit and having people believe it.
Right.
And they always talk first.
Yep.
So it's like, I never buy that shit.
Yeah, and
What's the rumors about Buffet Girl?
Oh no, I just was. I don't
She
think
actually
it's, I
seems
think
like a
it's
nice
still
girl.
too new to have because it's literally just came out last week.
Yeah,
So
Just
it's brand new.
Wasn't it a few days ago?
A few days ago.
Yeah,
Philip
Buffet
put it
Girl
out.
is hotter though.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is hotter. But I also like hers because she has like a little more of a game plan. She's like, it was a little more wholesome. She's like, what would you do if you won the lottery? She's like, I'd open up start a business, you know?
Or
And
you
then,
eat Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
and then Philip's smart. He made
Philip
shirts.
is dude,
and it
he's so
say, I
smart.
helped open up a Chinese buffet, and it's got like a little to-go thing, and like the profits are going towards Buffet Bay. To help her
Yeah,
open
he's
up a
already
Chinese
linked up
buffet.
with her,
Yeah.
and they're like making merch and shit.
So, together,
really
like-
taking advantage of it in a
Yeah.
smart way.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, and
real
Philip's
smart.
actually a very funny comedian too.
Yeah, he's
So
hilarious.
that's like he's been doing that man on the street for well over a year now.
You know what's so funny is both of them getting famous at the same time. You would never guess which one had something in their mouth when their viral moment happens.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know what's, dude? Now there's gonna be a third one. There's gonna be another hot chick drunk on the street doing
gonna happen.
something. I'm sure.
No, the next one's gonna be fake. The next one's gonna be a girl
Yeah.
pretending to be drunk.
Well, do you remember?
They already got AI trying to figure out what the most viral statement going to be.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude, every time something organic happens and it's awesome, it immediately gets monetized and yeah, somebody's gonna try to like corporatize it.
Do you remember seeing the when on the Facebook thing when that chick rolled in the horse shit on 6th Street?
Oh,
You remember that?
was,
She wasn't even drunk.
yeah,
she
that
was-
was wild.
She was like protesting the police, I think, and she rolled in horse shit.
It's on Gary Faust's Instagram. He interviewed her, but yeah, some girl just fucking started rolling around in the horse shit
On
on
6th
Si-
Street?
on 6th
putting
Street.
it on herself,
It's
and she was
straight.
sober.
And she was like, yeah, she's claiming he interviewed her, and she was like, I just
Horse
want,
crap.
she's just like, I wanted to feel like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to feel grounded and
Ugh.
and she's just like partying, like rolling around, being all nasty.
Is she sober?
And she
If I
said,
remember right,
in the
I think
interview,
she
she
said-
claimed to be sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see the interview.
Go to Gary Faust's Instagram. It's on his.
Oh,
It's wild.
dude.
A few months ago, probably.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's just nasty.
Yeah, it's like, what is
Scary
wrong?
Gary. That's his Instagram, yeah. While he's looking up that, do you remember Barmageddon?
Barmageddon.
Tulare?
In Tulare. Yeah, it's been a long time since I was there. Is that still there?
It's still there, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I still believe they do their
Barmageddon.
Sundays. That's where we first originally met, way, way back in the day. I would come
Wow.
from Fresno. The very first time I met you, we did a show together at
Barmageddon?
At Barmageddon. And that's where I first met you, and you're hilarious. I think you were headlining, and then I think you came like maybe 2 more times, and I came in to see you there and come hang out. Because we used to just go Sundays, like in Central Valley, we didn't have very many spots, so Sundays was just the day we all went out.
It was some dope rooms up there in that area, the Fresno area.
You remember Frank's?
I remember a lot of I remember there being like 2 or 3 people that like, at least from an outside looking in, it looked like it was kind of like, it was like 2 or 3 people that kind of ran all the comedy shows, and they had like a peaceful, but then that fell apart and the show stopped happening. You know?
Yeah.
Like it was a power thing.
Yeah,
Right.
it definitely
That'll
became,
happen.
especially like COVID happened too, and that just ruined everything. Because like I decided to move like out of there because I was doing shows at Frank's Place, and I met Bruce Jingles, and he told me, he's like, you know, you really need to get out of Fresno. And I was like, I made the decision. I was like, I'm going to get out. I'm going to move to LA and try it. And then a week later, the country shut down for COVID. And so I was just sitting at home, and just luckily it gave me a couple years to think about it. And I just kind of like stacked and refinanced my house and found a renter. And then I moved to Austin, you know, so kind of worked out. But like, yeah, it was like all those weird, and then all the promoters, like all are not friends anymore back home. It's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. It's still
you-
gross. Like it's just fucking nasty.
Did you start in San Diego?
Yeah.
And was that because you were stationed there for the Marines?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you started, were you still in the Marines when you started comedy?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, I'd actually left and came back before I started comedy.
Oh, okay, and where are you originally from?
Maryland.
Okay,
PG County, Maryland.
gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, San Diego's where I started stand-up.
I love San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego's a lovable place.
One of my favorite cities.
It's also, I think right now it's the most expensive city in the country.
Really
Is it? Ooh.
Yeah.
more than
live
like
in.
New York or L.A.
Yeah.
Damn. I
By,
love OB.
by like square footage. But I mean, see, I think those statistics are misleading. Like if they take the highest rent, I don't know if they take like the highest rent or if they take the average rent or if they take the average income versus like they, you saw those charts where it's like how many hours you need to work to rent a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's like it might be something like that because it doesn't feel like it could be more expensive than New York.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah, because
But-
I moved here from Boston.
But it's a different type of people because people in New York take like this weird pride in the suffering,
Yeah,
you know, and I think San Diego's the opposite, where it's like no one's happy that they found like a fucking a 10 by 10 closet for $3,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's like I feel like I don't know.
Some of those TikTok videos you see or Instagram videos where they're like, "What's it like renting a $1,000 apartment in New York?" You walk in, it's smaller than this apartment area
Is
that
that,
we're
like,
sitting
is
in.
that
you know?
like where they do the thing where they take the building and they make the fake ceiling so that they can split one room into 2 apartments?
Sometimes, I mean, it's like some of the ones I'm talking about is like a guy who's like a realtor. He's like, I'm going to give you a tour through this available space for rent, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, who the fuck would want to live here, you know?
I don't know.
A mentally
man.
ill comedian.
Yeah.
I don't get it because the thing is, if you paying overpriced rent in San Diego, when you walk outside, it's still paradise.
Yeah, not New York.
yeah.
When you
right.
when you walk
It's
outside,
beautiful.
in New York, it's like rats and trash and
Bump shit.
You could
Like-
basically be homeless in San Diego, but just have a room to sleep in and still be okay. Like,
Yeah.
you can still get pussy. You can still
Yeah.
go live your life, you
like
know?
they were just New York. The mayor was just celebrating that they have trash cans now.
they've
Yeah,
been around since the
because they
beginning
used to
of
just-
time.
Like if you ever walk around, I can't speak for the whole city, but Manhattan. If you ever walk around Manhattan, It's like people just put they just put a bag of trash out on the street.
Yeah.
Like it's London. Like they just like just one step from throwing that shit out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what? They just expect someone to come grab it? If they're just putting a bag out? Or they're like, someone will take care of it?
No, people come pick it up.
Okay.
Except they don't use trash cans. They just put bags of trash on
And
the
then
curb.
they're just chunking those in a dumpster or a truck.
I guess.
Weird.
Yeah.
What a shithole.
Yeah.
I haven't spent that much time in New York.
I've never been.
I've been like 7 or 8 times, but never for like comedy or anything.
Yeah. And
My grandma went and said it just smells like trash.
I mean, yeah, it's just you get hit with random smells of shit going on.
Yeah.
You never know if you like it doesn't. You can't tell if you somewhere safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Okay.
I went into Brooklyn, and it was like a black neighborhood, and then you cross the street, and it was Jews, and then you'd like cross the street, and it was like Indian people. Like you just turn the corner, and it's a completely different area.
Yeah,
It was wild.
But it was good food. I think New York has the same appeal that LA does in the sense that like everything comes there. So if you want, every concert's gonna come. Every kind of event is gonna come.
Yeah, like anytime anybody does a tour regarding comedy, music, or any type of thing, they hit New York,
but it's
LA.
cold and it's packed and it stinks, and some people love that. I just don't.
Yeah, I love Boston. I
like
love
visiting.
the cold up there, and just Boston's a beautiful city too.
Except in Boston, everyone's miserable.
Well, that's just a Northeast thing, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Like everybody in Boston hates it and they won't leave.
Oh yeah, they're like, but we love it though.
You
at the
go,
same
hey,
time.
how's Boston? They go, fuck this place. You know, move out. I can't.
Yeah, no.
Like I hate it. It just looks so nice.
Yeah, they hate it. Like
It
even
is
like,
beautiful.
You're like, how's the Red Sox? Fuck the Red Sox. Oh,
Yeah.
you a Yankees fan? No, I'm a Sox fan.
Yeah, Sox fan for
They
life.
fucking
Yeah, but they
hate-
suck. Yeah.
Yeah, they hate their team. They hate their city. They fucking
Self-deprecating
Oh, it's gonna
city.
fucking snow. We're gonna get a
Yeah.
nor'easter.
another
God
fucking
damn it! This fucking cocksucker.
fucking Romney care.
Yeah, I lived there for 8 years, and I miss it every day.
Yeah, good food up there though.
Yeah, great food. That's
Yeah.
where I first had seafood.
Yeah, I love it. The women don't dream big. You know what I'm saying? You can meet a
Yeah.
you can meet a bad bitch that's like, oh, you work at Starbucks? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
I really love a hot chick with no aspirations.
He's got a heater.
Yeah. I was just telling him, I hate when a really hot girl has a thick accent of any accent.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand a hot chick with a thick Boston accent or a Southern accent.
See, I like both.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
Oh, an Australian accent I'd get on board with. Or
Yeah,
a
but
London.
everybody loves Australian accents.
London
Like,
accent. A Londonian.
yeah, I mean, until she asks you to put it in her arse, you know?
Nah. Yeah, I think you gotta
You're just like,
go like South American.
Yeah, Colombian accent.
Latina accent?
Or
Yeah.
even like
Yeah.
a Nigerian. It would just sound wise.
okay.
Now you would Canadian though, you'd be like, ugh.
Bring that dick this way. Like, oh shit.
Get over here.
Let me drop it on you.
Yeah.
Hakatua.
Let me break it down.
Yeah, but I think accents make everyone hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know what it's like to hear an American accent, you know? Because this is the same thing works for us when you somewhere else.
Oh, true.
Well,
Well, I went to Europe and they were like, I love your accent. And I was like, it's so wild to hear that.
Yeah, because
You know,
I feel like you don't have one.
Well, a lot of the also I'm from California, but also a lot of the outside world's view of like an American accent is the Hollywood California like accent. You know, that's their standard because that's in all the entertainment.
I thought it was like Southern.
Well, I mean, but when they're portraying a Southern person, they'll have like a really I mean, that's like I believe like the outside world thinks of like stupid Americans with the Southern accent, and then like the actual American accent is more of like what everything they hear on TV and how they speak in like the Hollywood script making.
And they get here
So, like,
for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, stupid people are everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you sound like you're on the movies, but you're retarded.
Dude, that's like when I started
Most
doing.
actors are dumb as shit.
Yeah. And almost kind of no personality too.
Yeah.
When I started doing when I first moved to Boston, I was doing a bunch of music festivals, so we would travel across the country, and that's when I realized, I would see rebel flags in Oregon, like in rural Oregon.
Oh yeah.
And like rural New Hampshire, there's rebel flags everywhere.
Well, the Northeast is where I experienced the most like overt racism.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
Oregon. I lived in Portland for a little while. Yeah, once you get outside the city, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a rural thing.
Yeah,
It's not necessarily
or like
like-
Iowa.
Well, even California, like up in Humboldt and stuff, you
Oh,
go to
yeah.
like those weed
Yeah.
farms and stuff, and it's straight up southern rednecks just growing weed up there, and they're like,
and they got guns.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it gets. Yeah, once you get away from the water,
Yeah.
like
And we're-
basically wherever there aren't a lot of people, like wherever it's spread out, rural.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're north or south. It's just that's just what it is.
Isn't it weird how the major cities are where everybody tries to get along?
Yeah. Because all the like countryside and stuff where people are like, I'm tired of trying to get along. I just want to get the fuck away from everybody.
Well, when you get in a situation where you only got to worry about yourself, then you only give a fuck about yourself,
Right.
Yeah.
or a small group.
But yeah, you're right about the Northeast being pretty racist. I was a welder for 11 years, and I heard some horrific shit
Oh,
when
no,
I
I'm talking
worked
about
in the
I'm talking
shipyard.
about the Northwest.
Oh,
Did
Northwest.
I
is-
say Northeast?
Yeah, I thought you did.
I thought you did, yeah.
No, I meant the Northwest, like Oregon.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Oregon
like
and Seattle and all those places.
Yeah. I don't know about Seattle, but I know Portland, Oregon. The outside of Portland,
No good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it get real serious out there.
Right. Yeah, I worked on a weed farm in Southern Oregon in Grants Pass, and it was pretty wild. Like they would have trimigrants. It's like these like hippies that would just catch a bus to like the Walmart in these towns where people are growing weed, and they call them trimigrants because they just come in the hopes of just trimming weed for money and shit.
Yeah, I know
and a
people
lot
do
of those people, they would just disappear them after the harvest. Some of them, they would just kill them and fucking throw them out back
That's a real
instead of
problem.
paying them.
There's a documentary we call Murder Mountain.
Murder
about
Mountain, yeah, that's
up
a good
in,
documentary,
on
dude.
Netflix about like the Humboldt ones, like where these guys are up there just like killing these people.
Yeah, instead of paying them, they would just kill them
like
because they don't have families. Most of them.
Well, they do. They just abandoned them and went off grid, or just
yeah.
became little wooks or hippies.
That's why
or
you don't
something.
tell people your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They walk and say, "Where you from?" Everyone's looking for me.
I'm from a really prominent family. Actually, I'm just
Yeah.
taking a sabbatical
Yeah,
for
my
summer.
dad's
I'm
actually a
scheduled to be
doctor.
back home on this date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn, imagine that fucking trimming weed, and then right before you get paid, somebody fucking shoot
Just-
you in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute. This
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to happen.
It seems like there must be a smarter way to resolve that.
Just pay them and let them leave.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that
right,
would be the, yeah.
I meant like if your intention was not to pay them. I don't know if you had to kill them.
Right. Yeah, you could. I guess you could just like
Well, I
could
guess-
just not pay them and take
But
them
at
and
the
drop
same
them
time,
off.
if you don't pay someone, they piss you off. They just go to the cops. Hey, there's a bunch of illegal shit going on here, and then the cops will just come, and then they'll be like, "Oh, well, you do have weed. Let's just seize it anyway." Because California is weird. Even if you are illegal grow op, it's federal. They'll call the federal government, like the sheriffs instead of the police. I assume that's why they would kill them.
who gonna trim the next harvest?
Then
Yeah, right. You
it's
can't
the
just keep
season.
killing your
What are
workers.
you talking about? Little hippie children want to rebel from their parents and do psychedelics and run away for a summer every year. It's a new harvest
I
every
guess
year.
that is kind of like I keep getting older and they stay the same age.
But then how
Yeah.
do you get the word out that you
They just know. That's just a common. It's just
Like
known.
within the
you think teenagers just inherently know to go towards Humboldt, California?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but a teenager goes to a music festival, meets a hippie, and the hippie tells them where to go. You
Yeah.
know? Like then they
Oh, right.
teenagers are really
Can
impressionable.
you imagine
and
being
stuff
that?
like that.
Hey kid,
You want to make some
wanna make some extra
want to make some
Wanna
money and get a
trim
lot of
some
free
weed?
weed?
I promise I won't kill you at the end of it.
You find a 16 or a 16, 17-year-old who's rebelling against his parents who just found out about weed, and you're like, "Oh, I can just go be around weed and get free weed all the time, and they'll pay me just to cut it." Oh, that's easy,
Dude,
man.
and
I used to
also-
work in like dispensaries. Like my cousin had one.
but if I was these farm people, I would start a TikTok trend of being like, actually, untrimmed weed is better for you. You know
It's
what
the
I mean?
untrimmed
Yeah,
weed
you
that
gotta
you
keep the
want.
weed as untrimmed as possible till you get it,
And then
and
trim it
that
your-
way you release tanoxinoids that bind with toxins in your liver and cleanse your liver. So actually, you don't even need the weed to be trimmed. You need to trim it yourself right after you get it. And
That'd save you a lot
if
of
you
money.
got 10 TikTokers to say that, people would start buying. They would start asking for untrimmed weed.
Honestly, because you know what? If you did get untrimmed weed, trimmed it yourself, smoke the weed, then all those trimmings, you could make butter with that easily. And just absolutely give me more.
Yeah, when I did it, he goes, I'll give you extra if you don't if you don't have me trim it, I'll give you extra in the weight, and then you just trim it when you get it home. And we did that.
Yeah, but that's a risk because sometimes those leaves are thick.
Well, I'm like, sometimes they'll give you the trimmings for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
They
them
just
just
need to
don't
get
even
rid of
want to
it.
deal with it.
Like, give me all the trimmings, all of them.
Yeah.
Take a truck full of that shit and make butter.
Dude, when my house got broken into in Arkansas, I told you they stole everything drug related, and then I had a bowl of fresh butter that we had made. They even fucking stole that.
They stole your bowl of butter.
Yeah.
Did you say that to the cops?
Oh, I didn't call the cops.
No, Mason used to be a criminal.
So how'd they know to rob your house?
Because this motherfucker, they knew that he knew that I was going out of town. It was New Year's Eve. We were going to see Bass Nectar in Birmingham, Alabama, and he knew that we were going to be gone all weekend. And the little motherfucker, when he was there, we were like eating like supper or something, and he must have unlocked my window to my kitchen. Because when we got back, I noticed that the window was open, and he must have reached in and unlocked our kitchen door. And he stole everything drug-related, but he didn't find my cash. So I was able to take my cash and fly back to Oregon, get more weed, and I was able to make it all okay. But it was a huge inconvenience and pain in the ass.
How close was he to finding the cash?
Well, the cash was hidden under my dog kennel.
You didn't have a safe, my nigga?
It was under the dog kennel.
The safe was?
No, just the money.
Oh, my God.
Well, also, you don't expect your friend or someone you know to rob you.
See, this makes perfect sense. You're one of those people that's smart enough. Like, everybody I know that does crime, like everybody I know that's smart enough to get away with crime is smart enough to do something else.
Yeah.
So they usually do something else. And it's like, because it's like you miss just that little bit of thing. Like, for example, this motherfucker gave me the directions here.
Yeah.
He just gave me the address, and it's a giant strip mall, right? And so the address is to the whole strip mall, not a suite number, just the address, right?
He didn't tell you it was next to the insurance
No.
place or
So
nothing.
then I get here, and I'm like, and I text him, and I go, hey, you need to be more specific about where you at. And he goes, I'm walking outside. I'm like, outside of what? Tell me something. Give me more info.
Yeah, Mason's kind of retarded.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's like, how you moving that much weight and you don't got a safe?
Yeah.
That's wild. Or even an alarm system.
Yeah.
Did you have a girl at the time?
I was married, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's when we moved back to Boston because she was like, people went through my drawers.
No, they didn't, bitch. They was looking for drugs. Come on. Women always
No one cared about your panties. They wanted the drugs in the panty drawer, dude.
I was violated because they stole all my drugs.
No, I was violated.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the one that got ripped off, not you.
They didn't take your live, laugh, love poster off the wall.
Yeah, and they took my fucking hydrocodones and they took literally everything.
And you said so you knew who it was.
I knew exactly who it was, and I went to his fucking house, and all my shit. He was like, he just started crying, and it was because he was like one of my good friend's little brother, and he just like he was like mixed up in meth and shit a little bit, and like he had like a shitty like dad who was like a functioning meth addict.
Now you're making excuses for the guy.
And like. Yeah, fuck him. Anyways,
cool.
fuck
All
him. But he like started crying because I was like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you if you don't give me my shit back. And he just started crying and was swearing up and down he didn't have it. So like I searched his whole house, couldn't find anything. So I was at a loss. I didn't even know what to do.
But you knew it was him.
I mean, I'm like 99%
Should
sure.
have put a bullet in his fucking head.
Yeah. That would have been
Well, we wouldn't be here today if he did.
yeah, I don't know if I
How you know that?
I mean, I
don't think
honestly
he- I don't
might
think
have got
he-
away with it because I moved pretty quick after that.
Did they have pets?
I don't remember.
I just took one of their pets.
You know what? I'm taking your dog.
I'm taking all the. I
just
want
my
all the
dog,
pets
yeah.
in here. Every dogs, cats, all that.
Yeah.
I'm taking your children's baby dolls, something.
When I was
His
younger,
family and his pet's dead.
yeah,
No,
when
I'm not
I-
gonna kill him. But I'm taking their stuff.
yeah, this is my dog now. I'm changing his name too.
That's funny.
when
That's
I-
actually really funny.
When I
This
was
is my dog now. His name is Sparky now.
yeah, when I was a teenager though, when we were doing the really fucked up shit, and this
Yeah.
one guy had like, I think he like he was gonna sell us coke or something, and then we gave him the money and he ran away. So later we found out where he lived, and I went and we just broke into his house and like ripped up all of his Christmas presents. And then on the way out, I busted his windows out of his truck with a baseball bat. So that was kind of justice.
Felt good, I bet, at the time.
It felt really good.
That
We felt really cool about it.
So how you go from slightly above average drug dealer to comedian?
Well, so the really bad drug stuff was before I was 21, and then I got in trouble when I was 20, and had to do this thing called drug court. And then when I completed that after a year, I moved to Boston when I was 22, and then that's where I met my ex-wife, and then started comedy in 2018 up there.
So why she leave you?
Well, she kind of like made me leave.
Actually, you left her for comedy.
Yeah,
You left her to
There was
move
a
here.
lot, but like there was a lot. The pandemic really kind of was the beginning of the.
Well, that was the pressure cooker for a lot of people. The pandemic made a lot of people make drastic changes. You know,
Can't get a new one.
like it made people that like it put. Because it put a lot of pressure on all relationships, and people either doubled down or broke up. Like people either whatever they were, they either like if they didn't have kids, they had a baby. If they wasn't married, they got married. You know, if they had just started dating, they got engaged.
Right.
It's like, yeah. So or it revealed a lot. It revealed a lot. Like you like, if I was slightly annoyed by this bitch, now that we stuck in the house together, I fucking hate her.
What happened was she was in school. She was putting herself through school to be a nurse practitioner or to get her master's. So she was mad that I wasn't doing shit except for working and then coming home and just drinking. Because I didn't have comedy. I only had the podcast, and that was only once a week. And then I started doing illegal shows at this Irish pub in the town I lived in. But that got shut down after like 13 of them. So other comics called the health department on me and got it shut down. But then when comedy opened up fully in Boston and I went back at it like full throttle, she was like, and then she started going to therapy, and that therapist I think was getting in her head telling her I should be doing other stuff, and it just all fucking just snowballed.
And now she's fucking the therapist.
No, we're actually on we visit each other. We're on really good terms.
Yeah.
She's been here twice.
Y'all got children?
No, but we had a dog and a cat.
Who got the key to?
She kept the dog and the cat, which was heartbreaking.
So y'all got divorced, but y'all still link up.
Yeah, and I think legally we're still married.
Yeah, last time, because like he moved here to after that all happened. He moved here for comedy, but like they're still friends. Still talk every day. She sent him the divorce papers. You signed them, sent them back, and she forgot to file them.
And
that's the current situation. So you guys are technically still married.
Sounds like y'all need each other. She need.
We're very much.
You need her for the safe, and she needs you to remind her to do shit.
Yeah, and but she just like, I tried to get her to come here, and she's like, I'm never moving to Texas.
Oh, because like the liberal thing.
Yeah, because
Or
she's like a bleeding heart, like very very left liberal.
In Boston.
Yeah, but she just moved back to Jersey.
Okay, in Jersey, isn't that more conservative?
Yeah, especially where she lives, but her parents are from Boston.
It's weird how people think you can't be a liberal except in one of those places.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, right.
Honestly, they don't understand that like by moving to one of those places, you're helping bridge or sway the
Yeah, you
the
hear that,
balance of
Carrie?
it,
You
right?
should move here and help fix Texas.
But to me, it's like Texas is just like everywhere else in America. It's like when you're around the major cities, it's pretty liberal, and when you get outside of there, it goes the other way.
Exactly, and that's everywhere.
But it's weird. I mean, I think Texas specifically has a reputation because of like the abortion law or whatever.
Yeah, that's the main argument that I will never move to Texas. They don't even allow abortions, and I'm like, what were you planning on coming here and getting? Like, were we gonna get one when you got here? I don't.
Yeah, I mean that's a big one though.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the whole like you can't leave the state to get one type shit.
Well,
Yeah,
if they
but
find
you
out,
can-
someone can
people
turn you
can-
in. You know, that's the thing. Is like you can do it, of course, but if anybody finds out, like they can literally just report you.
Is there legal?
Yeah, it's like a $10,000 reward if you tell on someone who gets an abortion here.
That's
It's
insane.
wild.
Right.
And she's also does ketamine therapy for people, and I think she was. I don't know if she could do that here.
Yeah,
either.
she like works in like a medical clinic for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever done ketamine?
No.
It's awesome.
It's crazy. It's the one. I guess, hard-ish drug that I haven't tried. Actually, that's not true. I haven't tried heroin either.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hit like 70 or 80 and start trying heroin. That's
I
when
did
it's, that's
heroin
when it's time
once.
to do it. Like,
Really?
I think so. Just that movie Little Miss Sunshine. You remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
No, it's Steve Carell. But the
Jason
grandpa,
Bateman
he's like 70 or 80 in there, and he's like doing heroin, and they're like, "What are you doing heroin for?" He's like, "It's my time to do heroin. I was cool my whole life. I'm dying right now. Like I'm gonna try this, you know." Like, and
Did he like it?
Yeah, he loves it. In the movie, he's doing heroin. He ends up dying from it. Like, you know,
God
or just
damn it,
dying,
you're
but-
right.
Yeah, but I was thinking of that too. I was like, everyone. I mean, you hear. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean,
What you thought Paul Dano was?
I thought
you thought.
I thought Jason Bateman was the dad in it.
No, Steve Carell's the dad in it. But here's the thing: is like I mean, I used to be a real big pothead,
Used to
weed
be.
dealer. I mean, I still smoke weed a lot, but I mean, way worse. Like the weed you gave me today, like I would go through that in like an afternoon.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, I used to just sell weed a bunch and sell drugs. So like I was a fucking loser, like just partying through my not loser, but just partying through my 20s, not doing shit. But like I love drugs, and I was like, man, I really want to try that, but I know how bad it is. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try it when I'm older. You know, just when it's time to go. I know I'm going to be dying in the next 10 years. Like, let's try some heroin.
Are you gonna shoot it up or snort it?
I'll definitely shoot it up.
You just go feet first, just all in.
Oh yeah, I want to try it for sure. I want to see what it's like.
Yeah, no pussyfooting around.
Yeah.
I'm not trying just to snort it. I want
Just
to
give me
really
a
feel
fucking
it.
implant.
Like if I make
Yeah.
it to 80, that's when I'm like, okay, we're
You
gonna
should
do
take
it.
acid and do heroin.
Together?
No, I want
Yeah.
to.
Is that even a thing?
I don't know, but you could make it one.
I want to try it as it is because I want to know like what the hype is about. You know,
Right.
like I mean, definitely I'm smart enough to not do it now.
I mean,
You know?
it.
I got shit going on. I mean, like, the only thing I really do is have a couple drinks and smoke a little weed these days. You know,
Right.
we got the baby here, so it's just
You're not
like
even really
that.
a big drinker. Are you?
Yeah.
You drink, Brian? Right?
Every now and then.
You're feeling good last night when I saw you.
Oh,
No, I
Brian.
wasn't drinking yesterday.
When I saw you last night, I said, "Hey, Brian, how's it going?" You're like, "I'm drunk as fuck."
No. I was very high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, so when I texted you the other day, and you go, "Who gave you my number?" I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna be mad."
Oh, I fucking hate that.
And,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, you did.
Oh, yeah.
well, yeah, because I tried to remessage you. And because we don't follow, or you don't follow me, or you have like the verified gram, like someone that's not accepted in your messages can't just keep sending you messages. So it was like I sent you the first one, it was cool, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna give you the updated address for this place, and then it was like, you can't send any more messages to Brian Simpson.
Yeah, that's better. It's better that way.
No, I totally understand.
It's like
where
if
that
you
is, but
like if I
was
give
oh.
you my number and you ever give my number to somebody
Oh,
without
I would
talking
never.
to them,
I would never do that.
I would literally treat you like you don't exist.
I would.
Yeah, no.
So I've had it for over a year, and I've never not only used it, I've also never.
Oh
never
yeah,
get-
I saw that because when he was like, "You gave it to me," I was like, "Oh shit!" And I went back through the shit, and I was like, "Oh, it's like one
was like
text from like
2022.
22." Yeah.
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 I was like, "Okay, that makes sense."
Yeah. But I was
Yeah, 'cause
literally.
I
I
wasn't
was like,
sure.
"Oh my god, I think he's mad at me."
No, I don't know why I have like a prickly disposition, but
No,
I'm not an angry
I could
person.
understand that. I mean, you're a busy guy. I wouldn't want my number
No,
out
but
there.
I'm
if I-
usually pretty easygoing, but I'm very easily irritated by thoughtlessness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad that I didn't like. As soon as you said that, I just go, "You did," and this is what happened, and then I left it alone.
Yeah, I get really easily like when shit don't make sense to me, or when people are thoughtless, I just can't.
Or when they don't give you the sweet number
like I get unreasonable. Oh yeah, like if I had asked you one more time to clarify where you were and you said anything but, because he eventually was like, oh, it's by the red, like landmark. You know, I would have just left.
Oh,
Like,
dude, that's
because-
literally what I was worried about.
And it's not because like, and it's only because I know myself, and it's like, once I'm past a certain point of irritation, it's like it's gonna take I'm gonna be irritated all day.
Yeah.
And I would have been a shitty guest. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it would've
Well, I've been there too.
It was
like,
like just go home because
Would it have been better? Would you? Because I was gonna call you, and then I was like, maybe I don't know. Should I call him?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? Like anything?
Communication is so much better through conversation than text
I was
message.
gonna call you, and then I was like, fuck, should I? I don't know if I should call him.
Or just have you got an iPhone?
Yeah.
Or just have a note in your iPhone with all the specifics, so when you send people, you just
Yeah.
We're doing that from now on.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, because when I asked you to do it, I was like, do you want my number just in case? And you're like, no, I'm good. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, cool.
Because it's when people go, because I've done a pretty good job of, not a lot of people have. Well, that's not true. I have more than one number, and I can tell where I know you from based on which one you.
Which one you have?
But some people have infiltrated somehow. It was like I haven't got to the point yet where I have to change any of my numbers.
That's
but it's
good, yeah.
But it's gonna happen pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because people will. Because I don't know why I don't like. Because I feel like my number is like it's past my defenses.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
mean, it's perfectly. I get it completely.
oh yeah. There's nothing worse than getting a call from somebody that you didn't give your number.
Right.
Well, there's way things worse than that. But
Yeah.
But it's an uncomfortable feeling when you get an unknown number and it doesn't say spam risk. It says like, because you know how now like when it's like it'll actually say the
bro,
person's last name.
if I get a number that I don't have saved, I'm immediately rude. I'm like, who is this?
Yeah.
Who gave you my number? What's this?
Yeah.
I don't even read what you said. Who gave you this number?
I won't answer phone calls if I don't have the number saved.
No. And every now and then, you know what's weird? Every now and then, it's like a bot. Have you ever got a text from a bot, like a Chinese lady?
Yeah, I have.
I once tried to buy a hooker, and looking back, I don't think there was ever a girl.
Well, you don't buy hookers, you rent them.
Yeah.
That's true.
They got me for $2,400, and then finally, I canceled my Venmo, I canceled my bank account, and and I was like trying one more time to get, because they kept sending me to different numbers to text these people, and the guy goes, and I was already at this point like $1,200 deep into this, so the guy goes, it's a $60 refund fee, and I was like, just fuck it, I guess I'm gonna try it and go deeper. And I didn't get any of that money. I had to cancel my bank account, cancel Venmo. It was a huge pain in the ass.
He definitely has a huge collection on his credit right now for that.
So wait a minute, hold on. You was trying to buy pussy through Venmo?
Dude,
So, yeah.
you have to. We've talked about it before, but you have to explain this from the beginning because you can't just talk about like the main hits.
So
Just start it over. It's pretty
a girl
funny.
hit me up on Instagram when I had first moved here, and I was really lonely and sad. And so I just started talking to her, and she goes, "Yeah, so for this much money," and I'm like, so it's like that. And she goes, and then this is the number you text, and this person will set all this up for you. So then the guy I'm texting with, she said it was her phone, but then there was like a guy that I was texting, and I think it was the same
That's
person.
a pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think there was ever a girl. You know what I mean? Because they were sending me pictures of the same girl, like nudes and stuff. But the way it was, her English
grainy,
was
you could
broken.
tell it
was
was
like
fucking
broken English
screenshotted.
the way they were talking. And he goes, it's a $600 deposit, but you get that back after she leaves. And then it's like, and then.
See, this is why I know you and I can never be close friends. because it would be too stressful worrying about you all the time.
No.
It's stressful.
Because the fact that that didn't set off alarm. Because I don't understand how you a street nigga and don't have.
I was really
the sixth
lonely and
sense.
sad and horny and drunk.
Yeah, but that's when you gotta have your guard up.
I know. And then, I'm like,
You think hoes take deposits? They gonna get... Jesus Christ. Now I'm gonna give it back when I leave. Bitch, what are you talking about?
I'm normally very street smart and I'm normally very weary and know when things are awry.
So you saying you was it was just a perfect storm of loneliness and drunkenness.
Yeah.
And okay, I get you.
Because 100% that's what it was. But here's what's fucked up is he's like, all right, now you got to pay for the Uber, and that's gonna be like $200. So I'm like, wait, why? I was like, I'm not sending you any more money, and he's like, well, I already have your deposit. So if you don't send that, you're not getting your deposit back. And I'm like, fuck, And then so I sent that, and then all this whole night, and then she never came, obviously, and
She wouldn't have, to be real. be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't think
wouldn't-
I really don't think there was a girl.
Well, even if she did show up, she probably wouldn't have.
So the
come.
next day, I call my bank and I go, "Hey, all this is fraudulent. You know, none of this is real." And my bank canceled it all, and I got all the money back, right? But then the next day, I looked at my bank account and it had doubled. So I don't know what happened or how they did that, but it doubled, and somehow it was at like negative $2,400. So then I'm like texting the guy again, and I'm like, "Dude, give me back, like, please give me back my money." And he's like, "It's a $60 refund fee." And he got me for one more $60.
So you're not drunk at this point.
This
No,
is the next
no,
day.
that's-
So why do
And you know what else is fucked up? I got laid. So, okay. So that night, nothing happened. The next day, I'm arguing with that person. I go to Creek that night.
And get laid.
And there was there was this hot chick that my old roommate used to bang, and she was there. And then she took me home that night, and we had sex. So I ended up getting laid like 2 days later. And then
But the bank wouldn't cancel the new transactions?
no, so then they just I don't know what they canceled it the first time, and then that next day it was doubled. So then I just canceled that bank account and
Yeah,
canceled
because
Venmo.
they wouldn't give them. They
wouldn't
at that
give me
point,
the-
they're like, this isn't fraud.
Yeah,
You
they're
did
like, this is your fault, basically, which it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, but normally that's not. And also I've never tried to pay for sex since then. That was a really bad experience.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd have heard of people getting got by hoes, but that takes the cake.
I think it was a guy.
Well, yeah, you got got
Yeah,
by
you got by a guy.
by a hypothetical hoe.
Yeah, yeah, not even a
Yeah,
real.
that's
why it takes the cake, because
that's
you didn't even
fascinating.
see the woman in real life. Like,
Yeah,
that's fascinating. Have you ever got on Kill Tony?
yeah, twice.
Did you tell this story in the interview?
No.
Oh my God.
Should I
that might
try
be your
signing
that
up
might be your
again?
next interview, dude.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's
insane.
You got for $6,400.
It was
24.
24.
$2,400.
But started out as 12.
I mean, but the way
Started out as 600 with the
but-
deposit,
yeah,
you dumbass.
but the way you got the deposit.
And just believing it's still coming.
The deposit.
Honestly, there's something about having that much faith. You should be religious.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I was like,
It's like-
surely, why would anyone rip me up? Surely he's going to send a whore.
And a $60 refund fee. Why wouldn't they just keep the $60 from the money they gotta send you back? Like, no,
It's
you
so
gotta send me
funny.
$60 before I send you back your $600.
What makes it the best part about it is the $60 refund fee.
At the
It's like
end.
when you're sobered up and you're like, oh shit.
Because I was like, fuck it. I
Yeah,
just was like,
you're
hopefully
so
this
dumb.
works. I'm already deep in.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like I had.
It was devastating.
and this was Venmo.
It was through Venmo, yeah. And I had just moved here, fresh out of the divorce, sad, just horny, and was like, I've never paid for sex. Was like, this seems like it should be easy,
It does seem like it should be.
but it was not.
Yeah, nah, getting a streetwalker's easy.
Yeah, I should have just went on 6th Street and had
Ugh.
some.
I don't know.
fucking-
I don't know if that's really the whole stroll though, is it?
No,
No, that's just crackheads that'll just suck your dick for $5.
Yeah, that's not worth it either.
I know it's not.
Oh God, no! I'm not. I've never been that horny.
Me neither. I've never done that.
No, like
But it's just funny to me that literally like 2 days later, I got laid by a really, really hot girl. And it was like, if I would have just waited.
That's the universe like being like, you got fucked. We'll
Yeah.
throw you one. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
it cost you $2,400 and possibly bad credit.
And sloppy seconds from your roommate.
Yeah, well, not sloppy. It was, he hadn't fucked her in like months.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. I mean, not technically sloppy, but it's the term
Sloppy
still.
seconds seems like day of.
It does seem like that, but still
And
technically
then,
it's a
and
term.
then she ended up becoming the buffet girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He wishes. He wishes.
Oh, was she that hot?
She was older, but she was probably that hot when she was younger.
Oh wow.
She is that chick that I banged was hot. And she was like a young professional. So she like
Was
had
that
like
a young professional what?
person.
like a
she
smart
just had her
lady.
shit together.
She has like a
That's
beautiful
what he calls people
apartment.
with their shit together. You know,
Yeah.
they're young professionals.
Isn't that what you say?
Man, that's a hell of a way to start a story. I don't think there ever was a lady.
Oh shit.
I don't think there ever was a lady. Holy shit.
Do you have any scam stories? You ever been got by any type of way?
Oh yeah, I've been got by a hoe.
Besides the
before.
military? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've been got. Yeah.
What
But you
did-
learn those lessons real quick.
What happened with that? Did she just steal your money while you were sleeping?
Well, no, she came to my house, so she was real.
Yeah.
Already 100
Now,
points
did
up
you have
ahead
to
of
pay
you.
a deposit?
No. But I paid her. It was like basically like half up front,
Okay.
half afterwards.
Half before the boner, half after you come.
Right, and I gave her half. Like when she got there, so like over this was way before. This was like back when people like you would order holes on the
Oh, like back page.
back, right, and she said whatever the fee was, and when she got there, I gave her half, and then basically she was like, "Oh, this is what it costs for me to show up. So it's gonna be this and this and that for various activities." And I was like, "Bitch, that wasn't the deal. Give me my motherfucking money
Yeah.
back." And she went to. So the weirdest thing was she went to the bathroom first, and what I didn't realize she was doing was she was throwing the money out the window.
Oh.
And so when she went to leave, I went to open the door, and there's a big giant motherfucker just stepped in front of me, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, that's what it is."
Yeah, you were like, all right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect situation because they know like you can't cause a scene because then you have to explain to your neighbors why it's hoes at your house.
Yeah. And why there's a giant man that's about to
Right.
And you're
try
gonna
to
call
fight you.
are you gonna call on the police on yourself for doing illegal activities?
Well, they want the hoes. They don't want. I mean, they don't care about Johns. They want the hoes.
Right.
So I got
right.
got by a hoe. Yeah.
Oh, the
But
worst.
and then when I was young, when I was in the Marine Corps, I went to Mexico one time. We went to a brothel, and it was like $80 for one of the hoes, or whatever. And then and we didn't have. I don't know how we ended up with hoes and cocaine because we didn't have a lot of money. But we like combined our money so we could make it down there and make it home.
It was a co-op.
And when we got down there, so they wanted cocaine, which I don't do. So I was like, I'm gonna get a blowjob.
Yeah.
And then it was like $80, and then we go and I go in the back with this lady, and she goes to put a condom on, and I'm like, I don't want a condom blowjob.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
I'm not gonna pay for that. I could beat my dick. It would feel better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like no refunds. Like, what do you mean?
That's
No
insane.
I know. So
Did she spit on it?
no, I ended up just getting a hand job.
Oh, but no condom though, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
I would rather take a hand job than a blow job with a condom. For
Yeah.
sure.
What
That's
the
what's
fuck?
the point of
Dude,
that?
put some lotion
it makes,
on or
it
some
makes
lube.
perfect sense. I mean, if you're already a poor woman in Mexico, you don't want random dudes coming in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if they give you something you can't afford, healthcare.
but then, hey, get up out the blowjob market.
yeah,
Yeah.
then maybe stop
True.
sucking
Maybe
dick.
go-
Yeah, what you doing? Don't advertise that.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe go start selling some Chicles on the street. You know,
Yeah, or definitely just say what it is beforehand. Like,
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They sell you the product, and then they hit you with the circumstances.
Well, yeah, I went to Europe, and we went to Amsterdam. We were walking down the red light district. We didn't go into anything. It was weird. It was like me and my buddy were there, and like we had gone to the weed cafes and got high, and then we went back over to the red light district, walking around looking at everything. And then when it came down to it, we looked at the red light window, we looked at the hot girl, we looked at our wallets, and then we were like, "You guys just want to go get high? let's just go smoke more weed and like have more fun with like real people." But my little brother went, and his friend went, and like it cost him like 60 euros just to walk in the door. And
Yeah.
that was just to walk in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just
where's
like,
the country with the most ethical hoes?
Yeah,
You
where is
want to
that?
Google that?
Yeah, Google that.
Where are the cheapest prostitutes
Where are the cheapest,
in the
most-
world?
Well, see, no, that's
not cheapest,
That's
no,
not
the
what
most
we asked.
ethical host.
Ethical is cheap, right?
No, ethical is like moral bound, you idiot. You're thinking of economical, you dumb shit.
Oh,
God
Jesus
damn.
Christ!
Yeah, oh man, I was so afraid you were gonna embarrass us.
This
and-
boy about me.
Yeah. See, I see Brian on a weekly basis, and now he just every time he looks at me, he's gonna be like, he hangs out with that
man
fucking
said
guy. No.
ethical.
He thought
Hey, listen,
economical and ethical are the
I'm not the best
same thing.
wordsmith, you
Wait a
know.
minute, where did we meet? Why did I give you my number?
That's awesome. Yes, please. please. Because I felt like I was like, because we wanted to do the switch on the studio to get it here instead of my house, just because we have a little more equipment. And I was like, yeah, I tried to message him and I couldn't message him on Instagram, and like I asked for his number and he wouldn't give it to me. And then Mason's like, well, I got it, and I'm like, oh, this could go very bad. Like this could go very badly.
So I got it without giving too much detail, but I was on the same show as you at Vulcan. I think it was like a Tony Casillas show or something.
Okay.
I think it was Pure Fun or something like that at Vulcan.
Oh, did we go to buy drugs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have.
Did we go to
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but why did that end up with you having my number?
Because you had said if I want to get that again, because you had a lady friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pause on the play.
Cool.
Stop the clock.
Cool. Totally cool.
But
Awesome.
but hey, by the way, never bugged you, never gave it away.
Facts.
Yeah, never have done
That's
anything with
Mason
it.
is a very respectful person. You know,
Yeah,
people's-
that's true,
Yeah, and I never would give that away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't even offer.
Unless somebody was like, Baker, give me a $60 deposit.
Give me $2,400,
Yeah,
and then give me
bro.
$60 for Brian's number, and I'll
Yeah,
give you
bro,
all of
yeah.
it back.
If you want to keep my number, it's $500.
But you'll get it back. You'll get it back.
You'll get it back
Oh,
when I
yeah.
invite you over for the
Yeah,
first
for
barbecue.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. You get it back the next time I text you. All right, let's get out of here.
That's pretty good. All right, thank you, Brian, so much for
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Good
thank you so
episode.
much for
Dude.
coming, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
Everyone can
Thank you
catch
for
his
the
special
time.
on Netflix.
Yep,
Thank
it's
you so
called
much.
Live from the Mothership.
He's also on a bunch of Netflix shit. You just
Check
search
out-
his name, you'll find him.
Oh, and check out his podcast, BS with Brian Simpson.
Yep. And we do also check out the Bottom of the Barrel every Tuesday night at the Mothership.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, very
Sick.
fun.
I've been there for that. It's awesome.
I've cold opened it a couple times. It's very fun.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you
Nice.
so much for coming. Thank
Yeah.
you, Taylor, for the studio.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian.
Howdy, partner. Thanks for tuning in to High Noon with that wily coyote, Mason Smith. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all platforms. We'll see you next week on the Dusty Trail for more hijinks and fun.